Welcome to Soto Creations, where we make your imagination a reality. This is an exciting video because we are celebrating my twins' 4th birthday. If you've been watching my channel for some time, you've probably seen them running around my videos and seen them when they were way smaller 2 years ago. They are growing. It's so emotional, but I'm extremely excited to design this backdrop for them. They settled with a Bluey theme, and that's what we're running with. It's gonna be a fun, exciting, amazing design. If this is your first time tuning in, please consider clicking that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos. Thank you so much for being here. I am gonna get on with the tutorial. So we are going to be using 4 colors today. I'm starting with the Qualatex matte pale blue. This is a pastel, more of a pastel blue. It's different from the baby blue. So we're starting with that. I'm inflating the 11-inch and the 17 or 18-inch together in all the colors. So I am designing a big backdrop. Because of that, I like using bigger color, like the bigger balloons. More, they act as a filler and make the balloon garland wide and thick. So the other color you see there, that's like a light yellow, is a Tuftex blush, and I'll link all these colors down in the description box. Then we have Naval by Tuftex, and last but not least, we have this orange, just a standard orange color by Tuftex. So you see me inflating again the 11-inch and the 17 inches as pairs, and we're gonna connect all those later on in the video to form clusters. And now we're working on all our 5-inch balloons. We're designing a backdrop that has blocks of colors, so you'll see that I design my fillers the same way. Just create individual colors just to give it that organic look once it's time to assemble the garland. But I'm also inflating the 5 inches in all 4 colors, and they will serve as my fillers. So you're seeing me working pretty fast because it's already nighttime, and I'm trying to see how much I can get done so that tomorrow all I have to do is mainly the food. But there are a ton of balloons to inflate, and there's a lot to get done. Actually, this is 2 days before the event. Okay, I have to go home. It's already 11:15 p.m. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep, wake up very early, and iron 4 tablecloths that are gonna go on the tables, the main seating guest tables. And then let me squat here, it's easier. And then tomorrow we'll be back for more. So the birthday, today's Friday, the birthday is Sunday. I was hoping to have most of my stuff done today, where tomorrow I can just set up a few things like prep the food and that kind of thing, and it's a laid back day. Reason being, I'll be with the kids. You see them probably running around here tomorrow all day with me. So it didn't work out that way because I worked the last 3 nights. I worked last night and I had to just do a bunch of stuff at home. I only probably got an hour and a half nap. So I'm gonna try to go sleep so I have some energy to just do everything tomorrow. And Sunday, I'm gonna pretty much try to prep every single thing. I'm gonna call whoever I can call to come help. All hands on deck. Let's get this done. I'm gonna turn this around so you can see what we have going on now. I like showing you guys everything so you can kind of know what we're doing. So let me take it off this and okay, so you can see, like, we still have these dance floors that were returned from a rental, but I inflated all these balloons. So that's what we just worked on, and I have the centerpieces there. I'm gonna do a separate video for the centerpieces because it might make it too long, and I want you guys to really get how to do it. So I have this style here to go on each table, and I have those two there that are just extra that I'm gonna use either the gift table or the food table. It is the next day and we are all hands on deck trying to get this birthday party fully set up. So I'm with Olivia starting out this fringe. I wanted to make a fringe to go above the backdrop, and I had 3 colors. I cut up the other 2 and my sister helped put it together, but we have this one to do and it's all cut up, so Olivia is helping me take it apart so we can put it on the string. It's always great to have the kids help when they can on certain things, and they love these particular projects. If you haven't seen my fringe tutorial, I'll have it linked below. I have a more detailed one that I did for, I believe it was a Valentine's Day, but I explained that better. I show you how I cut the pieces, but you can create the design like mine that is all even. You have to align the ends and put it on the string. I like this method better than making it that rough design, but you can do that as well. It gives it a little bit more of that rustic design. So Sabi is relearning how to do it and she's putting that on. Olivia is opening up the tablecloth and handing it to me. Daniel has his method of doing it and it works out just fine. He's able to thread that through. That's what I'm watching to see how he does his. But same thing, as long as you get that on that string, you don't tie it necessarily, but again, I'll link that video down in the description below so you guys can watch that tutorial and make it on your own. So again, several hands working, it makes it a lot faster. Here comes Oliver finally joining the fringe party, and he is gonna do what Olivia is doing. He's gonna open it up and just hand it to me and I will put it on the string. When he came, it actually worked a lot faster and we were able to get it done faster than we were. So now we're moving on to our backdrop. So I have this Bluey backdrop that I ended up renting because the time frame for me to get the backdrop myself, I did not have that time. So I found someone local who rents them and I rented it from them. The only difference with this and the Moxica backdrop is this did not have a zipper and this fabric wasn't as thick as the Moxica fabric. So I'll link the Moxica one below if you want to purchase it. It has a zipper to keep it stable on the bottom. This is my Moxica blue backdrop. I am steaming it. Some people mentioned from my last video that I did that it did not look good because the backdrop wasn't steamed, and I always tell you when I do my mock setups, I don't have that extra time. I try to just get the video posted, so I don't always have time to steam. But when there's an actual event, I make sure that I steam my backdrop, and that was me steaming it. So after setting this backdrop against this part of the space, I decided that it was too wide and I would rather move it to the right. That's what I'm discussing there with Richard as he's moving those flooring from that side of the wall. Daniel was more excited about the fringe. I don't know how he carried that ladder to that side, but he did. It's not time for the fringe. We're trying to get all this set up so that we're ready. I'm gonna vacuum this rug that's usually here so that when it's time to put it back, it's gonna be clean after the party's over and the floor is all mopped and clean. So I'm getting that clean. We'll move that out of the way, and that whole backdrop setup is gonna move all the way to that wall on the right side so that we can set up and we have more space. So we're gonna move that over here in just a second. Once everything is vacuum and clean, we're gonna move that full backdrop over, leaving some room behind the wall to the backdrop so that we can get the balloons through. Daniel is bringing all the balloons I inflated. I'm creating clusters of 6 and tying 2 clusters together to form a mini garland so that my color block really stands out. Now I'm attaching the safety pins onto the backdrop, and I'll use those to tie the 260Q and then attach my balloon garland on that. So Daniel and I were trying to figure out how to attach this to the backdrop. That's why I had to pause the video, but I think I'm gonna put a safety pin on the back like this with a piece of tape, then attach the safety pin to the backdrop. But I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna attach the safety pin first, then loop the tape through and just stick it on. That's I used my clamps on the piece of wood that are on both sides, so I'll show you a close-up here shortly. If you don't have 260 Qs to tie onto the clamp, you can use rubber bands, and I just put on one side and slide it through and create a loop through, and that holds it in place. And with that rubber band, you can just slide that around one of the 11 or 12-inch balloons. These don't go around the bigger 18-inch balloons, but you can definitely put that through on the 11-inch balloon, and that holds it in place. That's what I did up there. So I have that garland coming through. Another idea here is making sure that the colors you're working with, you kind of contrast, which is, well, that's the look I was going for. Because I have that dark blue arch on that left side, I'm trying to design in such a way that all my other colors except the blue is more on that left side. And with the side that has the orange arch, I'm gonna put my darker color except the orange balloon. So that's the plan here, is designing so that the arch really stands out. If I put the same dark blue with the dark blue, you're not really gonna see that arch, especially in the pictures. And if I put the orange with the orange arch, it's not gonna stand out. So that's the whole idea here. And you can see I'm alternating my colors. I'm forming the garland that I'm gonna put on the opposite side. So I'll let you keep watching to see how we finish off this backdrop. on to the fringe final touch of this backdrop. So we had to get a taller ladder because the ceiling on this part of the building is a lot higher than where Daniel was standing. So we have the 3 backdrops. I remember I was telling you that my sister did the orange and the dark blue, and I did the light blue with the kids and realized that was a lot longer because we didn't make it as tight as what my sister did. So now we're shifting all those pieces over so that it's not as long, to make everything proportional. And once it's on there, Richard is gonna pretty much use one of those pins for craft or to pin on a wall, and that's what we installed them with. So he's putting that last piece on. Sabi has been working so hard getting all the favor bags onto that stand. We already put the area for the table. Those fringes are all there. It has been a busy day. So the funny thing is today was their actual birthday. So we have the tables to set up. Their kids are bringing in all the chairs. We're getting all that set up. We have our centerpieces in the back. We cleared all this space and vacuumed. We're gonna put the tablecloth on. We still have a couple more to iron, but I swear all the kids work so hard and they deserve a round of applause. So please comment and give them some cheers in the comments. I'll pass it on to them. They did an amazing job. I'm gonna set up this one table so that they see how it's set up and they can finish that off. But because it's their birthday today, I decided to go do what we do traditionally. Even though it's late, we've been here late working all day, but we usually, for our tradition at our house, is that when it's your birthday on that day, we get a little ice cream cake and we sing happy birthday to you to celebrate. And even though we've been busy working and focusing on tomorrow, which is the actual party, we decided we still needed to get the ice cream cake and do our tradition before we go home. And luckily enough, the ice cream cake store was closed. We get it from Cold Stone ice cream store. So I decided to go pick it up still so that we can sing happy birthday to them before it gets too late and they're too tired for anything. But again, this is how the tables are gonna look. I don't think I show how I set up the rest of them, but at least you have an idea. And stay tuned, hang in there till the end, because I'll show you the full setup with everything and all the party favors and all the custom chips and all that I ordered. I have this table that I decided to put. It's a 4-foot table that I'm gonna set up for gifts and other items right on that right side. We have a couple of Bluey books that I found at Walmart that I thought would add a nice touch to decorate with. Just fun colors, bright, so we're gonna put that on there. Like I said, Richard is busy ironing the rest of the tablecloth. Sabi is busy setting up the tables. Daniel is bringing on all the plates and the spoons and just finishing up everything so that we can get out of the building. But again, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment down below. Don't forget to share. Thank you for all the love. I'll let you guys watch a little clip of how we do the little happy birthday and just spend some time together celebrating Oliver and Olivia. So I'll let you keep on watching. birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ollie and Livy. Happy birthday to you. Maybe blow out the candle. Good job. May God bless you now. 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 Yay! Come here. You now. How old are you now? How old are you now? How old are you now? Many more years to you. 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 You wanna blow that? So we cut up the cake, ate, listened to stories, talked for a little bit, and went home. But here's the final look. We're ready for the birthday. Everything is set up, just doing some final videos. There's the cake already picked up, the punch, obviously blue and orange punch. We have some custom favors, Rice Krispie treats, some Bluey gummies that I bought. Olivia loves those gummies. Some cookies, chips. We're having hot dog because Sabi says that's what Bluey likes. That's what's on Bluey. We have the favors and fun props. And this is our final setup. I'm going to move the cupcakes later on. But that's our stand right there. The centerpiece, and this is our setup. We did the water bottle labels as well, and that's it. Thank you for watching.